Good morning, everyone. So today we're gonna discuss about the family assessment survey results and discussion. The assessment aims to understand the current state of families in our community. It seeks to gather information on various aspects of family life, including family structure and dynamics, relationship and communication, health and well-being, economic and financial stability, education and career aspirations, community and social involvement, spiritual participation, challenges and needs, and future outlook. This information can be used to develop targeted programs and initiatives that address the specific needs and challenges of families in our community. Family assessment is important because strong families are the foundation of a healthy community. Understanding family dynamics, challenges, and needs allows us to create better support programs. This survey aims to understand the current state of families in our community, gathering information on various aspects of family life into informed community initiatives. This study used a quantitative questionnaire survey. The survey included response from 10 families. Key areas assessed are the family structure and dynamics, relationship communication, emotional and social support, health and well-being, economic and financial stability, education and career aspirations, community and social involvement, spiritual participation, and overall family needs and future goals. Section 1. General Family Information. Number 1. What is your family structure? So it shows that most of the families answered live in nuclear family. Some live in extended family as well, but not as many. In single parent and blended family has no results or none. Number 2. How many family members live in your household? It shows that 5 households answers having 4 to 5 family members and 3 household answers having 6 to 7 family members and 2 household answers having more than 7 family. Next is, how often does your family eat meals together? The data indicates that the majority of families always share meals together, as evidenced by the highest response rate, followed by the sometimes and often, then never and rarely has no family responses. Number 4. How would you rate the communication in your family? The data interpret that excellent received the highest response of 4, followed by both average and good with 3 response, then followed by very poor and poor. Next is, how often do family conflicts arise? So it shows that family conflicts are most often as occurring sometimes with 6 responses, while rarely has 3 response, then often receive 1 response, both never and very often has no response.
So, next is section 3, emotional and social support. So, based on the result of our survey, the data indicates that most individuals feel highly supported by their family during difficult times, receiving the highest response with 6, followed by moderately supported, which has 2 responses. Both extremely supported and slightly supported receive 2 responses, while not at all receive no responses. So next in section 3, number 7, how often do family members express appreciation and affection? So based in the result of our survey, the data shows that family members most frequently express appreciation and affection, always with 4 response, both sometimes and often receive 3 response, never and rarely has no responses. So next is section 4, health and well-being. So number 8, How often does your family prioritize healthy eating habits? So, based on the result of our survey, the data shows that the majority of families prioritize healthy eating habits, often receiving the highest response of 5, followed closely by sometimes with a 4 response, then rarely receive only 1 vote, and there were no responses for never. So next in section 4, number 9, how would you rate your family's access to healthcare services? So based on the result of our survey, the data indicates that most families rate their access to healthcare services as good with 7 responses, follows by average receive 3 responses, both very poor and poor has no responses. So next, in section 4, number 10, does your family have a regular physical activities or exercise routine? So, based on the result of our survey, the data suggests that most families, 7 out of 10, engage in physical activity at least sometimes, while a smaller portion, 3 out of 10, do not participate at all. So, next is section 5, economic and financial stability. So, number 11, how would you describe your family's financial situation? So, based in the result of our survey, the data suggests that a majority of respondents perceive their family's financial situation as unstable, with a smaller portion feeling neutral and a minority experiencing financial stability. And next in section 5, number 12, does your family have saving for emergencies? So, based on the result of our survey, the data shows that while a majority of respondents have some emergency savings, a significant portion lacks sufficient funds, and a considerable number have no saving at all. So, next, in section 5, number 13, how often does your family experience financial difficulties? So, based on the result of our survey, the data suggests that a significant portion of families experience financial difficulties, sometimes with a smaller number experiencing difficulties often and always.
So let's move on in the section 6, education and career aspiration. So in the question of number 14, how supportive is your family in education and career development? So based on the survey that we gathered, the data indicates that the majority of families are highly supportive of education and career development, followed by moderately supportive, while fewer families does not choose not at all supportive or slightly supportive. And the question of number 15, that how many families members have completed at least high school education. So based on the survey that we gather, the data shows that the majority of families choose 2 or more families members who have completed at least high school education, followed by non-2 members, and the next is 1 member who have reached high school. Next is section 7, community and social involvement. So in the question of number 16, how often does your family participate in community activities? So based on the survey that we gather, the data indicates that most families participate in community activities sometimes, followed by rarely, then followed by only 1 family reporting participation as often and always. So in the question of number 17, how satisfied is your family with support provided by the community? So based on the survey that we gather, most families feel neutral with 6% about community support, followed by satisfied with 3% and 1 dissatisfied. No families reported being very dissatisfied and very satisfied.
Next is section 8, spiritual participation. So in the question of number 18, how important is spirituality or religion in your family's life? So based on the survey that we gather, the data indicates that spirituality or religion is very important to most families with 8%, while one family considered it moderately important and none view it as not important at all and slightly important. In the question of number 19, how often does your family engage in religious or spirituality activities together? Example, prayer, worship, Bible study, and meditation. So in the survey that we gather, the data shows that most families engage in religious or spiritual activities together, sometimes with 7%, while a smaller number do so rarely with 1% and always with 2%. No family engaging in these activities never or often. Next is the question of number 20. Does your family attend religious services or gatherings? So based on the survey that we gather, the data indicates that families either attend religious services or gatherings regularly with 4% and occasionally with 4% also, while a smaller number attend rarely with 2%. No families reported not attending at all. In the question of number 21, how does your family apply spiritual or religious beliefs in daily life? So based on the survey that we gather, the data shows that most families actively follow spiritual principles in their decision making and relationship with 6%, while a smaller number occasionally discuss or practice spiritual values with 4%, and no families reported rarely incorporating spirituality into daily life. Lastly, in section 8 in spiritual participation, in the question of number 22, do you believe your family's spiritual involvement contributes to its well-being? So based on the survey that we gather, the data shows that the majority of families believe their spiritual involvement contributes significantly to their well-being with 6%, while a smaller number feel it contributes moderately with 2% and completely with 2% also, and no families express that it contribute not at all, neither, and slightly.
In terms of their challenges and needs, in section 9, overall family needs and future goal. So what is the biggest challenge that their family is currently facing? So based on the result of our survey, the data indicates that the biggest challenge currently facing families is health-related concerns, which is 6 members, followed closely by financial difficulties, which is 5 members. And only one family reported facing communication issues, and no families indicated challenges related to education and career or lack of spiritual guidance. Next, what areas does their family need the most support in? So the data shows that the area where families need the most support is financial assistance, which is 9 members, followed by health and wellness programs, which is 6 members. Then education and scholarships, which is 5 members, and job training and employment opportunities, which is 5 members. Parenting and family counseling is needed by 4 members, while spiritual guidance or religious support is the least requested, with 3 members indicating a need for it. Next, how optimistic is your family about the future? So based on the result of our survey, the data indicates that most families feel neutral about the future, which is 5 members, then followed by optimistic, which is 3 members. Next is very optimistic, which is 2 members. And no families reported being not optimistic at all and slightly optimistic. In conclusion, this family survey reveals prevalent nuclear family structures with strong bonds, despite facing financial instability and occasional health concerns. Families value togetherness, education, and spirituality, but require financial and healthcare support. Despite challenges, most remain optimistic about the future.